Thanks everybody for joining me today for our deep stretch workout. We are going to go ahead and get started with a warm-up. I have my yoga mat laid out to do our stretching today. So I'm going to start our warm-up just by walking around my yoga mat, taking steps in place or moving throughout your space, whatever feels good. Taking this time just to start to loosen up our body and to warm up our muscles before we dive deeper into stretching. So as I'm walking it out, adding in any movement that feels good in your body. I like to add in some arm swings by swinging my arms forward and back, swinging my arms from left to right, feeling that loosening up of my shoulders, my back, my chest. Taking a few more moments just to walk it out here. Once we're feeling good with walking it out, I'm going to come towards the center of my space, and I'm going to move into an alternating step and reach. So I'm starting with my feet shoulder width apart, arms are down at my side. I'm going to take a step forward with my right foot. As I step forward, I'm going to raise my left hand, fingertips up towards the ceiling. So I'm feeling that reach as I step throughout my whole body. Then I'm going to reset, feet come back to center, hands lower down, and then switch sides. Left foot will step forward as I raise my right hand, fingertips up towards the sky. Moving at your own pace here, taking a big inhale breath as you reach, and then reset and exhale as you step back. A few more rounds here on each side, really feeling that stretch from your toes to your fingers, getting all the pops and cracks out of your muscles, your body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Letting my feet come back to center, arms lower down at my body. From here, I'm going to move into a few focused, just deep breathing and arm raises. So starting with our feet, shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. I'm going to take a big inhale breath as I raise my hands, fingertips up towards the ceiling. Again, focusing on that reach in your breath and that stretch tall. And then when you're ready, on your exhale, letting it all go, hands come down, fingertips towards the floor, and recover. We'll do that 3 times, so 2 more times. Taking that big inhale breath as you reach, focusing on that inhale, and then exhale. Let everything go. Arms come back down at your side. One final time here, big inhale breath as you reach. This time on our exhale, option to take it to a forward fold. So as I exhale, hinging at my waist, hands are coming down towards my toes, having a slight bend in my knees, not locking out my legs, but feeling that stretch in the backs of my legs, my hamstrings, my lower back. From this forward fold position, I'm going to move into a halfway lift. So I'm going to lift up halfway, letting my hands come to my shins or to my knees, focusing on having a long, straight spine. So pushing our hips back and extending our head forward in that halfway lift. Focusing on that stretch in our glutes and our hamstrings here. And then one final time, releasing back down into that forward fold, letting your hands relax, maybe your head goes loose. And then when you're ready, slowly coming back up into a tall standing position. Taking your time to get there, slow and steady as you uncurl your spine. Once you make it back up to standing, taking a moment to let your breathing recover. From here, I'm going to move into some neck circles. I'm going to start just a nice solid base at my feet. Shoulders are relaxed, hands down at my side. I'm going to drop my left ear down towards my left shoulder. My head is still facing forward here. My hips are square over my shoulders. Feeling the right side of my neck stretch. From here, I'm going to drop my chin to my chest. Nose points down towards the floor. Feeling the back of my neck stretch. And then bringing my right ear over towards my right shoulder, feeling the left side of my neck stretch. When I move through these neck circles, I like to do half circles. So just continuing that pattern from right to left. If you would like to take it to a full circle by pointing your nose slightly up towards the sky, that's an option as well. But we'll move through these neck half circles at your own pace for about 15 more seconds. Doing what feels good in your neck, your body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly bring your head back to center, taking a moment to recover. We're going to move into some arm circles. I'm going to start just with my right arm first, focusing to start on big circles forward with just my right arm. My left arm's down at my side, so reaching my fingertips up towards the ceiling. Arms reach out in front of my body before bringing them back around to the top. Going at your own speed, your own. Feeling that stretch in your shoulders, your side body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Gonna let my right hand lower at my side and recover. Switching to our left arm for this forward arm circle. Same thing now on the left side, reaching tall. Left hand reaches out from your shoulder before bringing it back around to the top. Again, moving at your own pace here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lowering that left hand back down. We'll switch sides. Now we're gonna go backwards with our circles. Back to our right arm, same thing, reaching tall towards the ceiling. This time our arm will fall behind our back and then back around to the top. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Right arm's coming back down. We'll finish on our left side. Sometimes doing one arm at a time allows you to really focus on what you're feeling on each side, and doing what feels good, making adjustments. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Letting your arms fall down at your side. From here, I'm gonna move into our final few lower body warm-up exercises. We'll start with open the gate. Our feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart. I'm gonna start by bringing my right knee up towards my chest. From here, my right knee will point out to the right, opening up the inside of your right leg, your inner hip. Lower your right foot down and then feet come back together. Same thing on the left side. Option to keep your toes on the ground. You can still lift that heel in the air, open your knee out wide with a little balance support with your toes still on the ground. A few reps on each leg here. Got a couple more. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Returning both feet back to the ground. We'll finish with close the gate. Same stretch, opposite direction. So now I'm gonna start with my right knee pointed out to the right, and then I'm gonna bring that knee back in towards my body and then lower my foot to the floor. So now we're targeting the outsides of our hips and closing everything in towards our body. I like to have my hands on my hips for this one just to help with a little balance. And in 3, 2, 1, And release. Bring both feet. Yeah.
Is my foot going in a circle to do this?
So
I don't think I've ever gotten this right.
Yeah. So I'll start from the beginning again. I'm going to start with my feet on the ground. I'm going to turn my right foot out towards the right. So now my right knee is pointed to the wall to the right. Then I'm going to raise that knee off of the ground. And then from the right knee pointing to the right, I'm going to bring my leg in towards my body. So my right knee and my right foot point forward. And then I'm going to lower my foot to the floor.
All right. And then where does it go back to?
So then from there, you'll just start that position over again. So starting by pointing your right toes out to the right knee.
Oh, all right. So I haven't been doing it right.
As long as you're kind of feeling the target of that stretch and the outsides of your hips. But yeah, starting pointing out wide and then bringing it back in towards your body, feet together. All right, we're gonna finish our warm up just by shaking it out. Take a moment to grab some water, maybe a couple kicks forward, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, whatever you need to just release. And we're gonna start with our first sequence. We're gonna start standing to begin. For our standing flow, we're gonna start focusing on the lower body first. So our first stretch we're gonna do is a calf stretch. I'm going to start with my feet shoulder width apart. I'm gonna take a step forward with my right foot. With my right foot forward, I want the distance between my feet to be far enough away that I feel the stretch, but close enough that I can keep both of my feet flat on the ground. So from here, we're focusing on stretching our left calf. Both of my toes are pointed forward. I'm keeping my left foot flat on the ground as I bend into my right knee and lean slightly forward. Stopping when you feel that stretch in the back of your left calf, but you can still keep your heel flat on the floor. So if you're having trouble keeping that heel flat, bring your feet closer together, making that step a little bit smaller. But once you find your range of motion, find your spot here, we'll hold for a few more breaths. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly stepping my right foot back to meet my left. Taking a moment here, maybe a couple calf raises to loosen everything up. And then we'll switch to our left foot. We're gonna take a step forward with our left foot. Same thing, trying to keep both of our feet flat on the floor, toes point forward. From here, I'm gonna bend into my left knee as I gently lean forward, pushing my hips forward until I feel that stretch in the back of my right leg. Holding here for a few more breaths. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Stepping your left foot back. Again, taking a moment to just wiggle your toes, maybe a couple calf raises, a couple pedals of your feet to just release your ankles. Next, we're gonna move into a hamstring stretch. So this time, I'm gonna start by feet being shoulder width apart. I'm gonna step my right foot one step forward. This time, my right heel is on the ground. My right toes are in the air. And I have a slight bend in my left knee. From here, I'm going to push my hips back towards the wall behind me as I lean forward, chest pointing down towards the floor, until I feel that stretch in the back of my right leg, my right hamstring. With your hands, they can be on your hips, Or you can reach down your right leg towards your right toes, which might deepen that stretch just slightly. With our spine and our back, we want to keep our back as flat as we can. So when we push our hips back, we are hinging forward, keeping that spine long. You don't want to feel a rounding of your spine here, keeping it nice and long.
Actually, is our back leg right behind the front leg, or is there a bit of a stagger?
There is a stagger.
Okay. Thank goodness. Thank you.
Yes, stagger for balance on this one. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Just coming back up to standing, bringing your right foot back underneath your right hip. Feet are back to shoulder width apart. Again, taking a moment to recover here. We'll do the same thing on the left leg. When you're ready, left foot will step forward. And yes, we want to have a nice stagger step. So my left foot stays on that left side. Right foot is back one step on the right side. From here, my left heel is in the air, left heel on the ground, left toes in the air. Slight bend in your right knee. And then sticking your hips back, pushing your glutes back as you hinge forward. Chest pointing down towards the floor. Left hamstring, feeling that stretch. And then again with your hands on your hips, or reaching down your left leg towards your toes. But again, moving in your range of motion here until that stretch feels like a stretch, but no pain. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly come back up to standing, taking a moment to recover here. Shake out those legs. From here, we're going to move into some high lunge variation. So we warmed up our calves and our hamstrings. Now we're going to put that together into some high lunges. So starting with our feet shoulder width apart, I'm going to start with my right foot. I'm taking a pretty large step forward with my right foot. You want to have a decent amount of space between your right foot and your left, but moving in your range of motion and finding a comfortable base for you. On this high lunge, my left heel is going to raise off of the mat. So I'm on the left, just toes and balls of my feet, which will allow me to get deeper into this lunge. So from here, I have my hands on my hips, chest and head facing forward. I'm going to bend into my right knee. As I'm bending my right knee, feeling that stretch in my right glutes, my right hamstring, and the back of my left leg as well. We're gonna hold this high lunge here for a few breaths. If you have a wall or a chair for some support, you can use that for stability, or just hold and rest as you need. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. I'm going to come up out of this lunge, straightening my right leg and bringing my feet back together, back to the start. Taking a moment to recover here from that high lunge. We'll do the same thing on the left side. When you're ready, left foot steps forward, again, finding that solid base at your feet. Toes are pointed forward. My right heel is off of the ground this time, allowing me to get a little deeper into this lunge. From here, chest and head face forward, face tall, bending into your left knee. As you lower down here, trying to keep your left knee in line with your left ankle. You don't want it to go too far over your left toes. Feeling that stretch in our hips, our glutes, our hamstrings, even in our lower back. Couple more breaths. Challenging a little balance here as well. And in 3, 2, 1, And release. Bringing your feet back together, taking a moment to recover. We're going to add on 1 or 2 more variations of the high lunge. So when we're ready, we'll start back on our right foot, this time stepping forward with our right foot into that high lunge, bending into our right knee. From here, I am going to reach both of my hands, fingertips up towards the ceiling. As an option here, adding in that reach. As I'm reaching my hands, I'm also pointing my nose up towards the ceiling as well. Now I'm feeling a little bit of that stretch in my chest, my lower back, and my spine as I'm reaching. Taking a few breaths here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, lowering our hands down at our side. From here, 1 final variation. We're gonna take this into a warrior 1 pose. So I'm gonna drop my left heel onto the floor, and I'm gonna turn my left toes to point to the left. So that might include bringing your feet a little bit closer together. So now both of my feet are flat on the ground. Right toes point straight ahead. Left toes are pointing out to the left. From here, I'm going to bring my arms into a T position. Right arm reaches forward. Left arm reaches behind our back in a straight line. And then I'm gonna bend into my right knee 1 final time here for this warrior 1 pose. Head is turned to face our right fingertips. Few breaths here. And then 1 final variation option to reverse our warrior. I'm gonna drop my left hand down to my left leg. My right arm is going to reach up overhead, pointing behind my head towards the wall behind us. Still keeping that bend in your right knee, but feeling that side body stretch all throughout the right side body. Nose can point up towards the ceiling. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower your right arm down, bringing our feet back together, taking a moment to recover. Nice work there. Nice variations of our lunges. We're going to do that 1 more time on our left leg before we transition onto our mats. I'm grabbing a quick sip of water as well. All right, final time here. Starting on our left leg, we're starting with that high lunge, taking a step forward with our left foot, both of our toes pointing forward. This time our right heel is off of the mat, off of the ground. We're bending into our left leg, into that high lunge. Option here, taking both of our hands, fingertips point up towards the ceiling, reaching tall, reaching and pointing your nose up towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch in your core, your low back, your side body. And in 3, 2, 1, lowering our arms down at our side. We're going to transition into our warrior 1 pose. This time, our right foot is going to plant on the floor. Right toes are pointed out to the right. Maybe you're bringing your feet in slightly closer together. Left toes point forward. From here, taking our arms into that T position. This time, left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back in line with our shoulders. And then we're going to bend 1 more time into our right leg. Sorry, bending into our left leg as we gently reach a little bit further forward into this warrior 1. And then final time here, final variation. Reversing this warrior. Right hand lowers down onto your right leg. Left arm reaches up overhead, pointing behind us towards the wall behind us. Keeping a bend in that left knee, nose can point up towards the sky. Feeling a little bit of heat created in our hamstrings, glutes, quads. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lowering both of your hands down, bringing your feet back in closer together. Great job, great work. Take a moment to recover, catch your breath. We're going to transition down onto the mat. We're going to meet in a seated position to start. So grab some water, make your way there. I'm going to grab some water as well. All right, once you have made it into your seated position, we're going to start in a butterfly. So bringing the bottoms of my feet together, my knees are pointed out to the right, out to the left. Feeling that stretch in the insides of our legs and our hips. Finding your comfortable position here, checking in with your posture, starting by sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are stacked right on top of our hips. And then from here, I'm going to reach forward towards my toes and just gently lean forward. Trying to keep my spine still long and just using that hinging motion to push forward towards our toes. We will hold here for a few more breaths. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly coming back up to that seated position. From here, I'm going to extend my right leg long. I'm going to keep my left knee bent, bringing my right foot to the inside. Nope, bringing my left foot to the inside of my right leg. So I have my left knee bent, right leg extended long. From here, I'm going to reach both of my hands, fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to hinge at my waist. Both hands are going to reach towards my right toes. Adding a little bit of a stretch here to our lower back, as well as our hamstring on our right leg. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly coming back up to a seated position. We're going to switch legs, extending our left leg long. Right leg is coming in, bending our right knee, bottom of our right foot coming to the inside of our left leg this time. Same thing here, opposite side. Starting with that big reach, fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, extending both hands to reach towards our left toes. And we'll hold here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We will finish out this little seated section with a straddle stretch. So my left leg will stay where it is, extended long out to the left. Now my right leg is going to extend long a little bit out to the right. So now our legs are kind of in like a V position, checking in with, again, your range of motion here, what feels good. Sitting up tall, long spine, toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. From here, I'm gonna walk my hands from the center of my body just out forward as I lean, stopping where I can comfortably hold this straddle stretch for about 20 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Walking your hands back in towards your body as you sit back up, bringing your legs together, taking a moment to recover here. From here, we're going to meet in a tabletop position. So taking your time to get there, grabbing some water on your way. From our tabletop, we're going to start with cat-cow. So when you're ready, you can begin moving through our cat-cow. In our tabletop, hands are underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath our hips, and our back is flat. For our cat-cow, I'm going to drop my belly button down towards the floor. Head is going to face forward, chest faces forward, feeling that downward slope of your spine. And then opposite direction, chin to your chest, belly button to spine, spine up towards the ceiling, using your hands like you're pushing your upper body away from the floor. And then moving through cat-cow at your own pace. From this cat-cow, I like to add in some movement. I'm going to start with some circles. So back to our neutral tabletop, I'm going to start just by using my hips to lead my body into some clockwise circles. So starting by bringing my right hip out to the right, and then my hips push back towards my feet, left hip over to the left, and then back to the center. Again, using your hands on the mat to kind of just propel your upper body as well, kind of pushing into the floor. And then we'll go the opposite direction, evening out both sides with these circles, counterclockwise, letting your hips lead the way. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, slowly coming back to center. From here, we're going to drop into puppy pose, which is a kind of a variation of down dog and child's pose. So from our tabletop, our hands are right underneath our shoulders. I'm going to drop down to my forearms. So bending into my elbows. Now my elbows drop down towards the ground. This is going to keep my hips and my glutes up in the air. And then option to just gently walk your hands a little bit further away, walking your forearms a little bit forward, and then dropping your chest a little bit lower towards the ground. We're feeling this stretch in our lower back, our glutes, our hips, even a little bit in our shoulders. If puppy pose is not feeling great for you, child's pose is a good alternative. Sitting back onto your feet. We'll hold here for just a few more breaths. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Out of puppy pose, I'm just going to return back to a tabletop, extending my arms long. And then from here, I'm going to sit back onto my feet just to take a moment of recovery. So choosing a recovery pose here, giving your knees and your wrists minutes, just a moment. To finish our tabletop, we're going to do 2 more exercises. We're going to do thread the needle, and then we're going to do a little bird dog. So those are our final 2 in tabletop that we have coming. We're going to start with thread the needle. So once you're ready, taking a moment, we'll get back to tabletop. We're going to start with our right hand from our tabletop, nice flat back here. I'm going to reach my right fingertips up towards the ceiling. As I'm reaching, that's opening my chest up to the right, adding in a little chest opener, a little spine twist here, holding for a few breaths. And then from here, we're going to go right into thread the needle. Right hand is going to reach between our left hand, our left knee over to the left as we drop our right shoulder down towards the mat, towards the floor. Maybe you can rest your head. And we'll hold here. Maybe it feels good to take your left hand and extend it long, reaching for the top left corner of your mat, deepening that side body stretch you feel on your left side. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Uncurling that right hand from the left, bringing it back into tabletop. Option here to take a tabletop recovery, child's pose, or sitting back onto your feet if you need. We're going to finish our thread the needle on our left side. When you're ready, this time our left fingertips are going to reach up towards the ceiling, opening our chest up to the left, holding here for a few breaths, feeling that twist of your spine. And now thread the needle. Our left hand is going to reach between our right hand, our right knees, over to the right, dropping our left shoulder down towards the floor. Maybe you can rest your head as well. And then same option with your right arm. Maybe reaching your right arm towards the top right corner of your mat. And in 3, 2, 1, bringing both of our hands back into tabletop, back to center, and taking this moment to recover. I'm going to take this recovery in a child's pose. I'm going to widen out my knees, bring my toes together, and I'm going to sit back onto my feet, taking this time to recover any position you need. We'll hold here for about 30 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, coming out of our recovery position, we have one final stretch in tabletop. We're going to finish with a little bird dog here. We're going to engage our core and then feel that stretch throughout our fingertips to our toes. do just a few rounds here of bird dog, starting in our tabletop. Again, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, back is flat. I'm going to start by reaching my right arm straight out from my right shoulder, reaching forward. While I reach my right arm forward, I'm going to extend my left leg long, raising my left knee off of the ground. Left leg is long. In this bird dog, want to feel like you're reaching your right arm forward and then kicking your left leg behind you, feeling that stretch of your body while also feeling that heat in your core, holding just for a few seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Right hand, left knee comes down, taking a few breaths to recover. In our bird dog, option to hold and release as much as you need, doing what feels good for you. We're going to go to the opposite side, reaching our left arm forward, straight out from our shoulder, extending our right leg long back behind us. Again, focusing on that reach of your arm and that extension of your leg to feel that stretch, which is firing our core here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll go one more time on each side. I will let us move through at our own speed here. We'll go for about 30 seconds, doing what feels good, alternating bird dog here to finish. Focusing on keeping that nice flat back. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work, everybody. We are going to take a moment to recover, transition onto our backs, flat on the floor. Grabbing a little bit of water on our way. We're going to meet in a nice, long, extended position, just resting on our backs. My legs are long, arms are down at my side, thinking just about how my body feels, especially against the ground, against the mat, the floor. No effort here, just a few breaths.
Grace is super puffy. And last night, her legs were real puffy, even though she had them up.
We are going to start our stretch from here by raising both of our feet up towards the ceiling. So both of our toes are going to point up towards the sky, trying to have your legs kind of as straight as you can. I have a slight bend in my knees. Toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. Just from this position here with our legs up, our lower back is being pushed into the ground, onto the mat. So you're feeling a little stretch there. I'm also feeling this in my glutes, my hamstrings. And as I point my toes up towards the ceiling, I'm feeling that stretch also in the tops of my shins and in my calves. From here, my toes are starting pointed. Now I'm going to flex my feet. So the bottoms of my feet are going to face the ceiling. Toes are pointing down towards my chest or myself. And just moving through those flexing of your toes and then pointing of your toes. Noticing just how that feels in your legs and where you're feeling that stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Gonna lower my feet down onto the mat, letting my legs recover, but still having a bend in both of my knees here. From here, I'm gonna extend my arms into a T position, Right arm reaches out to the right. Palm is on the floor. Left arm reaches out to the left. And then from here, we're going to move into some windshield wipers with our knees. Letting our knees fall from right to left. Getting creative here and doing what feels good to you. You can keep your knees moving together, or you can move them opposite of each other. Really playing around with what feels good. From having our arms in this T position, our shoulders stay on the ground. So you can feel a little bit deeper of a twist in your spine as you move from left to right. As I drop my knees over to the right, it can feel good to turn your head towards the left. And then as you drop your knees to the left, it can feel good to turn your head to the right. And we'll do windshield wipers here for about 30 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Bringing your feet back down to the floor, knees back to center. From here, I'm going to meet in a knees to chest position. You can take both of your arms and hug around your knees, creating this little egg shape in your body. Feeling, again, our lower back against the mat, but also that stretch in your glutes, in your hips. Adding some movement, if it feels good to you, left to right, rocking your knees, or forward and back, or even drawing circles with your knees again, kind of massaging that lower back into the floor. From here, I'm going to keep my left knee bent, and I'm going to extend my right leg long. Taking both of my hands, grabbing onto my left knee, pulling in towards my body for that focused stretch on our left side. From here, option to drop that left knee out wide a little bit further to the left. It's going to open up the inside of our left leg. And then final variation here, left leg coming across our body over to the right, into that lying twist. Trying to keep our shoulders flat on the floor, head and chest facing the ceiling. So finding your range of motion. Option to leave your right foot floating in the air or drop that right foot down to the floor. You can keep your left knee bent. You can extend the left leg. Whatever feels good. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Left leg coming back to the left side. Lower your left leg down. And we'll switch. Right knee coming in towards our chest. Hugging that right knee. This time, right knee is going to go a little bit further out to the right, dropping towards the right to open up the inside of your right leg. And final variation, right leg coming across our body over to the left into that lying twist. Your range of motion, your options here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Right leg coming back over our body. Lower the right leg back down to the floor. Taking a few moments to recover here. We are going to finish our final pose, our final stretch with some happy baby. I'm going to bring my bottoms of my feet flat to the floor, knees point up towards the ceiling. Option to do one leg at a time for half happy baby or do both feet at the same time. I'm going to start with both at the same time. So I'm going to bring my feet, the bottom of my feet to point up towards the ceiling. I have a strong bend in each of my knees, and my knees are kind of on the outside of my body to start. And then from here, taking both of my hands, reaching towards the outside of each of my feet or my ankle, my shin, and just gently adding a little pressure down towards the floor. If you're doing one leg at a time, just resting the opposite leg. Final 15 here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Letting your feet come back down to the floor. Nice work, everybody. We are going to finish our stretch with a few moments of restoration. This is our final pose, your choice of how you want to finish today. Any pose that feels good to you, any position, for about 1.5 minutes of just rest, where all you're focusing on is your breathing, your recovery, and relaxing. Starting to add a little movement back into your body. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. We are going to finish just with a few rounds of some deep breathing. If you'd like to follow along, you don't have to. Your option here. You can stay where you are, or you can meet me in a seated position. Again, your choice here. When you're ready, we'll start with a big inhale breath for 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do that one more time. Big inhale breath for 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 3, 2, 1. Awesome job today, everybody. Thank you for joining me for our deep stretch. I hope you all got a good stretch, and I hope you all have a great weekend, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.